Hi everyone! I'm glad to see you guys. We are from Korean History Center. Before we start the tour, do you guys know where we are now? Looking at this background. Anyone have an idea?
광화문!
Yes, it's Gwanghwamun. In Gwanghwamun, many people gather to protest in order to achieve their goal. And it can lead to both positive and negative consequences, just like the recent protest in Seoul that caused a massive outbreak of COVID-19.
In order to prevent this kind of pain and mistakes happening again, we will have to learn about the place Gwanghwamun and know the history of it. And therefore, we are here to remind the painful but precious memory that we should not forget. Gwanghwamun is the front gate of Gyeongbokgung Palace, which protected our old dynasty. It has a great meaning of the king's great virtue reflects the whole country. But what pain did this great place get through?
The glory of Gwanghwamun was lasted only a short amount of time until the Japanese burnt it down during the Japanese invasion in 1592. Since then, the site had been empty for 273 years until the Hungsandaeonggun, the father of King Gojong, rebuilt the Gyeongbokgung Palace and Gwanghwamun in 1865. As the Japanese Empire declared the Joseon be their everlasting colony, they built Japanese Government General of Korea building in front of the Gyeongbokgung Palace. As the construction progressed, most of the palace was disappeared and the Japanese flag began to fly the whole palace.
However, the Japanese faced the biggest problem. It was the front gate, Gwanghwamun. The main buildings of Gyeongbokgung Palace was originally located in a straight line, but as the Japanese built the Japanese Government General of Korea, not only they twisted the gate by 5 degrees facing Japanese shrine at Namsan Mountain, but also they moved the gate. These were all to weaken the legitimacy and the spirit of Joseon. And let's jump in time to after the independence of Korea in 1945. Gwanghwamun still couldn't be rebuilt in the original place. When the Korean War broke out in 1950, again the gate was bombed and burnt down.
After all the suffering, thanks to the people who wanted to regain the value of Gwanghwamun, it was rebuilt through several restorations. Although the original building decreased in its dignity after much suffering, Gwanghwamun is still the face of Gyeongbokgung Palace and a part of the history of it. Our memories will continue despite any adversity.
Even now, our history is being rewritten here. Gwanghwamun, which is still the center of the communication, even though a lot of time has passed, is a connecting source that reflects our dark past and bright tomorrow. I hope our message was impressive and touching for you guys. Are you guys ready to get in?
Yes!
Thank you for listening.